So clearly you're on a tear, lots of forward movement. And I wanted to ask you on a personal level, what motivates you to build another company after such a successful career? And you told The Guardian that your motivation comes from three parts. I don't know if you still see it that way. Your mother is a third. You didn't want to retire and play golf. And third, you have a point to prove. So tell us
Yeah, I'd
about your
stay. I'd
mother.
stay. I would.
Tell,
My mother. God rest her soul. We buried her on her 90th birthday. So, I think you're meant to inherit your mother's genes. So hopefully, that will be a target for me to achieve. Maybe even go beyond that. That's number one. Number two, I just don't like the portfolio or playing golf. I did work for Martin McCormack and carried a bag for Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player and Tony Jacklin and Peter Oosterhuis and others. But golf, that's as far as it went. I'm not a great golfer or don't want to play too much golf. And I don't like portfolio activity, non-executive directorships and all that sort of thing. And then the final thing is I do think we have a point to prove, and that is around this creation of the new model. Obviously, what happened at WPP, I didn't like, and I decided to move on from it. And I have a point to prove in relation to that, to show that we can, together with my colleagues, we can build that new age, new era model, which I think, again, I come back for the third time to P&G. I think, in a way, what you're seeing at P&G is the adoption of what I call the Netflix model, a data-driven, digital, so agile, content-driven strategy, which is always in the process of continuous refinement in a 24/7 always on world where agility is the key. Being agile, being flexible, being responsive is really critically important. I think that's what we're trying to do at S4 is to build that agility into our clients and ourselves so that we can be as flexible as possible in responding to the challenges that shift all the time, that shift with increasing rapidity in a VUCA world, as Paul Polman used to stress when he was running Unilever. The volatility and the uncertainty is huge. So I think it's not going to get any less. I mean, you sit and watch the changes that are taking place in the digital marketplace on a literally hour by hour basis. It's quite extraordinary, the value that's being created and the value that's being destroyed. And you just have to be very adaptable and very agile. So I think it's a great challenge, Andy. So that third part, that point to prove, is probably the most important of the three.
great, great. Well, I wanted to thank you for your time and for your support.
Well, thank you, Andy, and I'm glad everything's going well for you. And COVID has been a disaster in many respects, but there is if I can say so, there is a silver lining there, and those people who are adaptable and agile and flexible and responsive will win. And I think that's the key here.
Listen and subscribe to the Beatcast wherever you get your podcasts. Or listen to every episode right here on beet.tv/podcasts. The Beatcast is sponsored by TrueOptic, a TransUnion company.